there has been a steadily growing sentiment, especially among people of Southeast Nigeria, that the region should have the right of first refusal on the issue of who should emerge Nigeria's next president. That sentiment went up several notches this week after former governor of Anambra State and presidential candidate of Labour Party during the last election, Peter Obi, made his long-awaited defection to the African Democratic Congress. It is expected that the billionaire businessman's link up with other powerful forces behind the new mega coalition can, in the short, medium, and long term, realistically open the doors to genuine national integration and equal opportunities for people of the Southeast in Nigerian politics. And of course, Honorable Henry Nigeria Mbachu represents Awka South 1 constituency at the Anambra State House of Assembly. He joins us now to discuss the need for other geopolitical zones to partner with the Southeast during the upcoming electoral season. It's good to have you with us.
Those who are planning to
Yeah. Why should other geopolitical zones partner with the Southeast?
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, very good. So why should other geopolitical zones partner with the Southeast in the coming electoral season, you think?
First of all, I want to use this opportunity to thank the political leaders in the Southeast. For the first time, they have actually started making political statements about the region. You know, Southeast has been like an individual effort towards getting the political positions available for one to get. But this time around, what happened on 31st of December 2025 was a political statement that is actually very, very novel, that everybody should applaud. One will say, even the other will choose to differ, that why Southeast have not actually achieved the two positions or the two offices that are present in Aso Rock since inception of, or since creation of that Aso Rock, is because of the disintegration of interest among the political leaders. But we saw what happened that day. All the major political leaders from the Southeast extraction laid their weight behind the person of Peter Obi. You have to also understand that what happened in 2023 was an emergency movement, born out of hunger, born out of frustration of the masses, born out of patriotism that people can say, oh, for the first time, let me participate in politics. We'll take that as creation of awareness, of that political awareness. But now, the politics of Nigeria are drifting away from religion and tribalism and going towards two-factor politics, either politics of the elite and the politics of the common. And we chose, in 2023, the common man we chose to make that movement, make that statement in person of Peter Obi. And now, the dimension is going now, the person of Peter is going now, is harmonizing the stakeholder from the Southeast extraction to actually play the politics, negotiating for this power. Because as far as democracy is concerned, negotiations and politicking has to come in place. Mm-hmm. But if you want to look at Southeast, you find out that even the most of our appointees that have actually contributed their own genuine effort towards achieving the goals and objectives of the founding fathers of this country, starting from Professor Sisi Soludo, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Obi Ezekwesili. You look at the kind of people that we have actually produced from Southeast, even presidential material. But what happened? These people give it their best, and because of quote-unquote some unforgiving action that happened during our father's time, but this time around, we are saying from the Southeast, if we are to bring in our best in Southeast region presently is Peter Obi. Any other region can bring in their best. Can we do this thing as I have this process of electioneering that will come on as if we are actually hiring somebody that will take care of this country if you're going to hire somebody to man your industry, you have to pass through rigorous processes of interviewing, and you will choose the best. I'm not saying that out of pity, Southeast should take it. I'm not saying that out of pity, Southeast should be given. Power is not given, power is taken. But I'm saying, for the first time, Southeast political leaders have garnered behind P2B. Let another region bring in their best and show to Nigerian youth. It's about the Nigerian youth this time around, and that is what I believe. Show it to Nigerian youth, and we'll see who is better in terms of having equipped himself, in terms of pedigree, in terms of track record. So if we can do this, and we now said your own region has a better person than the person we have produced, who is P2B, that I'm fine with that. But as far as I'm concerned, 2023, I was part of the people that championed the P2B's movement, and it has gotten us somewhere. 2027 is not just going to be business as usual. We are going to have only one opposition, and we are going to be contesting against the president.
Very good.
And we're going to have it.
Honorable Mbachu, if I may come in again, while the negotiations are going in, as you alluded to, they're going on rather. Now, the APC is also making inroads into the southeast, with some regional governors aligning with the ruling party. So how does your party, ADC, intend to overcome this scenario, as it were?
I can assure you that whatever APC is doing in Nigeria or in Southeast in particular, I can assure you it's a distraction if we start looking, we in the ADC start looking at them. Whatever they are doing is of no consequence. Our biggest hurdle now is to make sure that we'll have a very, very, very organic primaries in ADC. And after that primary, which I would suggest should not be monetized, we will now come out and say, this is a presidential candidate. And I will assure you, for the first time in the history of primaries in Nigeria, you will see that ADC will grow from the primary election and still have that well-knitted unity to produce the needed presidency. I assure you that.
Honorable,
but as far as APC is concerned, they should be writing the handover note. As far as they're concerned, whether they want to buy whoever that is available in the market, they should be writing their handover note. Because one thing you should know is that power we have today are gotten by the people. And people, according to our constitution, if they decide to change it, it must change. Because we in ADC, we are preparing not just to win the election, but also to protect the election, and also to protect the will of the people at every level, at all costs, that is within the confinement of the law.
Honorable Mbachu, you said the ADC should be organic in its functions, as it were. That means you should also allow other people to contest the presidential slot for the elections, as it were. But the impression being given right now, you know, with Mr. Peter Obi's declaration is that that is already a foregone conclusion, that the party is more or less angling for Peter Obi to become the main contender in ADC. But what's your take on this? Do you think to a large extent others will also be given that opportunity to contest within your party's process, as it were?
Of course, it's democracy. And one of the utensils of democracy that you will find available to play that is very, very important is the primaries. And I will say again, that organic primaries. What I mean by organic primaries is not the kind of primaries that we have, the conventional primaries we have been witnessing in Nigeria from APC to PDP, where people dollarize the whole affair. The money that's supposed to be used in project or in governance, they will come and use it in primaries. And after the primaries, the both party will look at the quantum of money they have spent. And because of that huge amount of money, none of them can forgive each other. And the party will tear apart. That has been what has been happening in opposition parties in Nigeria. And that was why our leader, Peter Obi, left PDP and entered into Labour Party. And you can see when he entered into Labour Party, the genuine Nigerians that actually wanted to save this country followed him up. And that was a movement. Now, we want to play the politics. What I'm suggesting is that we should have organic primaries. Organic primaries, everything has to come in place, even negotiation, even consensus, but nobody, I'm sure that even my leader, Peter Obi, is also preaching for that. Nobody is going to come and say that I am the emperor and this must happen. No, it's democracy, and ADC has been organized and wired by the nature of them coming together and the way that they're assembling themselves together. You can see what happened in Enugu. There has never been any political en route that involve multi-party, multi-state, one geopolitical zone coming together to say, okay, we are going into this party with you, my brother. So Peter Obi had that, and is enjoying that goodwill, and is enjoying the goodwill from every other part of Nigeria, because even Peter Obi himself is organic. And what we are looking for is all the process that should be organic, enthroned by the people. And that is only when the people that can say, oh, this is ours. And we saw that in Peter Obi, and that is why we are pushing him.
All right. On that note, we'd like to thank you very much for the conversation. Henry Mbachu, representative, Awka South 1 constituency, Anambra State House of Assembly. Good to have you with us.